Alright, so my car is leaking oil. The one I'm driving right now, my Jeep. It's James's Jeep, but I drive it a lot. So I've started to adopt it as my Jeep too. It's leaking oil. And he's like, that's just the way that it is. You can't fix it, alright? And I'm like, well, why can't I fix it? And I'm like, there has to be a way to fix this cheaply. And my idea is either caulking, which I'm not going to do, but I'm probably going to tape it. Either duct tape, electrical tape, probably duct tape, honestly. We have some duct tape from the Nissan. So tomorrow is Saturday. The cars are going to be together. So I have a couple little, I want to do these projects while James is sleeping in mind. One is to tape the leak because I keep feeling the oil up with oil. Now, oil is really expensive. Oil is oil. It doesn't matter what kind of oil you get. But oil is really expensive and it's breaking us. Between the oil in this car and the gas in this car has got to go. It's literally like the first thing on the chopping block. As soon as we get that roof, this car is leaving us. It's been a great car to us. It runs really well. It does need some new tires. I don't know if it actually needs new tires or James is just telling me, oh, it's the weather. The weather is what makes you fill up those tires all the time with air because they're going up and down. But I mean, like the Nissan does it too. So I'm starting to believe it because I had to fill up the Nissan the other day when I had it with air for the tires because, well, James is really busy working a lot, so he doesn't really have time to really take care of the cars like that. Like when they need oil changes, I take him in for oil changes, or when they need air in the tires, I'm generally the one who does it. I don't like the noise, so I'm like, I don't know how to do this, you have to do this for me. And I do know how to do it, I just don't want to do it. Like, you know, just like the computer, I wanted him to put it together, I figured, but then I was like, well, you know, it has to be like a car. I have to be able to take it apart and put it together like I can a car. So it's basically the same thing. So, I mean, the car works just like the human body. There's water and blood and, you know, whatever. And so I oil the lifeline of it. So, but, yeah, so I just, like, I put together my computer the other day and it works. It's like, oh, this works. This is awesome. So, I mean, you know, it's just having a little bit more confidence in yourself and being like, oh, I could do this, whatever. And, you know, everything's like that, though. So I think I'm gonna get the duct tape from the Nissan this weekend, and I'm gonna tape up, because I have an event on Saturday. I have no idea, I don't remember what it was. Oh, it's Breakfast with Santa. But I'm taking the Nissan to everywhere on Saturday, because Saturday's gonna be a blast. We're going lots of places on Saturday, so I might do it on Sunday, but I know there's an event on Sunday that I want James to go with us to because it's family day. I'm just gonna wait for this guy to turn. And, you know, so I want him to come with us because it's family day, but he's gonna be like, I don't wanna do that, you know, type of thing. And that it might be a little bit too early for him, I'm not sure yet. So, but I wanna take that dipstick, I wanna plunge it all the way down and grab it with the grabber and pull it back up, because I'm pretty sure, not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure I could do that. I'm pretty sure that will work, because it can't be that big of a space. So I have to be able to pull it up, you know, from the one end, and, you know, it'll bend a little bit, and then pull it back up. Either that, or maybe I could take a hacksaw to the pipe, and take the pipe on, and then solder it back on. That's what I'm thinking. James isn't going to want to do that, because he doesn't like when the parts don't fit together exactly right. But with the Pontiac, with my old Pontiac, I took, well, actually Tony took a sledgehammer, alright, and a big plunger, and we sledgehammered it together, and we got rid of the catalytic converter, and then we soldered the pipe back together. Boom, it was done. No big deal. So I had a straight pipe instead of catalytic converter in there for a long time, and when I sold it for $200, I sold it for $200, so it was like no big deal. I'm like, go to Roy's or go somewhere, and, you know, we don't really have issues with that around here anyway, so it's no big deal. You know, so, I mean, I could probably make this work, either one way or another, but right now I think I'm gonna take that dipstick, plunge it all the way down, and try to grab it back up. That's my best bet to do it. And then the leak in here, I'm gonna take the duct tape and I'm gonna duct tape it up. You know, James is all technical about things. He's like, that's not the way things work. But I mean, honestly, things are pretty simple. Everything's pretty simple. It's just figuring out how to fix something or do it. So, alright, so that's what I'm thinking about. And I don't really want to forget that I'm thinking about that. So I'll see this video later and be like, oh yeah, you have to do that this weekend. Because I wanted to do it last weekend, but I didn't do it. And I wanted to do it the weekend before, but I didn't do it. So I'm gonna sit down, take the time on my day. I might even schedule it in. Be like, fix the car, find the duct tape, find the grabber, Like, you know, you gotta get this done. So, because we let things go for too long. So, alright, well that's it for my update. This is what I'm thinking about. We're listening to, obviously, WNPR. We love WNPR. We always listen to the news in the car because I'm old and that's what I'm used to when I was growing up. So, and that's what I like. I don't really like music, like the new music of today, or old music, really. Like, I don't know. I don't really like all the music, so I think some of it is a little abrasive. So I stick to WNPR because it's just the news and it tells you what's going on in the world and keeps you up to date a little bit. And, you know, I like that. I wish I could, you know, give them money or something, but I have no money, so if I don't have it, I can't give it. Maybe one day. I'm hoping one day we'll have enough money to do whatever we want with. If I want to sponsor a radio show, or we want to go on a vacation, or whatever, like whatever we want to do. So in like 5-6 years, we're going to be free from all these living expenses. And my garden this year, oh my gosh, I've been planning out my garden. I have all my seeds separated, and I am going to be doing a huge patch right in the front of the house because we have all that land there. I mean, we have all this land. I'm going to put up a fence of found wood, of found stuff, making my own fence. And last year I did it with just spoons from the kitchen and a toy boat. I had this little toy boat, sand boat, and I, you know, dug up my garden last year. This year I actually have grass. Last year, you know, it was well maintained from the landlord hiring people out, so I only had, like, you know, wood chippings to deal with, and then the actual dirt. I still have a mum at the other house I need to pick up. I don't have anywhere to put it, but yeah, I still need to pick up my flower, the one that I want anyway. And but next year's garden is gonna be huge. I'm gonna have, like, I'm gonna make the you know, those sticks that you have for the lollipops they sell in the store, like they're decorative sticks. You get them from the dollar store. You can get like 50 of them for $1. I'm gonna use those, and then the actual wrapper of, like, from the seeds. And I'm gonna glue it together, and I'm gonna, you know, put, this is where the carrots are, this is where the spinach is, this is where the kale is, this is where the cucumbers are, and I'm gonna have a straight row, kind of just a beautiful garden. My vision of my garden is beautiful, and then I'm gonna do all the wildflowers, all the ones that are annual, like right in front of the house, and then I'm doing the perennials, like the ones that come up yearly. Maybe I'll do the perennials like right in front of the house, and the annuals a little bit farther out around the house. This way next year my annuals will already be coming up, and if I don't feel like gardening that year, I won't have to. But I wanted to have the moonflowers, the 4 o'clocks, and the morning glories all together by the front door. So maybe I'll just put those by the front door because they're annuals, and then I'll put some of the perennials outside. We have some columbines and some other things that come up every year. So there's so many. There's so much we're gonna do next year because this house is ours, so we don't have to ask. You know, the land isn't ours, so I do have to ask permission, but, like, I doubt they're going to be like, oh, you can't have a vegetable garden, you can't be doing flowers on your property that you're borrowing. So it's going to be sad to leave it, though, because James wants me to get potter plants. He's like, if you get potter plants, you can take them with you. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll do that. We already have 2 potter plants. We have 4 potter plants that are bigger, and if I get 2 more of the bigger ones, I could probably shove all of my perennials in there. So I could probably do that. And then this way every year, I'll just have the potter plants, and they'll come up every year, and then we'll take them with us in a couple of years when we're leaving. Because we're not planning to stay there. We're not planning to stay there at all. And now we're actually planning to sell that property when we go, and just buying a different one. We're gonna buy a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom trailer, a newer model, and move it right onto the property. Because I've been looking at the trailer and assessing the trailer, and it is close to the ground. It is. And it is, you know, 28 years old, and I don't think we're going to be able to move it that easily. So if we sell the trailer, I mean, we're going to put some updates in it and take really good care of it. And we bought it cheap. If they wanted more money for it, we bought it for it. So if we sell the trailer at a decent price, and we have a decent amount saved, I think that will do fine with buying a different trailer. And even if we have, like, a little bit of a mortgage on it, I don't mind that because we're going to own the land. I want to be able to buy the land outright and maybe have like $154 for the mortgage. So this way it takes us $700 and, you know, $20 to $800. Well, I'm counting the oil because the oil's $150 every month. So it's $800 and $70 that we're paying for that place, you know, because of the additional cost of the oil, which I'm counting as, you know, my house payment bill too, like land payment, house payment bill. So, I mean, we'll be saving all that money and go down to a $200 payment for, you know, a piece of property, which I think is a win-win. So, I mean, this is the way my father did things. My father owned 2 houses, 2 cars, a lot, you know, like a 3rd car that was a Winnebago that we didn't even know about because he never drove it. He just had it parked on his property. So, like, you know, my father went out and bought all this stuff, and he maintained it okay. Like, he hired people that he knew for contractors who were friends. Like, you know, he knew all those people, so it didn't matter. And, I'm gonna turn this off because it's really hot in here now. But, it was a big problem. Yeah, I think that going small and going home is a great way to do it. You know? Going big, I don't want to clean a big house. I don't want a basement. I don't want an attic. You know, I want a playroom for my daughter, and I want an extra bedroom, and I want to have an office space for James. So it might bring us up to a 5-bedroom, 2-bath trailer. So Karina has her own bathroom. The kids would have their own bathroom. The adults would have their own bathroom. You know, we'd have our own bathroom. My kids would have their own bathroom. And then, you know, I want a utility room so Squish could have his litter box in there, because I don't like to share a litter box in the bathroom. I know it's probably weird or whatever, but I don't like doing that. James doesn't like doing that either. So, I mean, a utility room would be awesome. On top of that, we're going to have a shed that we're going to move with us because it's only a 9x10. It's only a 100-footer or 90-footer. So we'd be able to easily move that with us. I wish that James was a little bit more handy and could build it himself, but we're going to be getting a free one from Freesell or from Craigslist, and I'm going to get the 3 boards that are around town for the bottom of it. And that's what makes me sad about getting a smaller car, because if I get a smaller car, I do a lot of treasure hunting. I'm not going to be able to do as much treasure hunting and bringing stuff randomly home if I get a smaller car. Like those boards, they're not going to fit in the Prius. I know they're not, because they wouldn't fit in my Pontiac. Why would they fit in the Prius? You know, I always worry when I take the car, I'm like, oh, well, you can barely get anything because, you know, the car is small. It's small. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm just rambling because I'm driving. But these are the things I'm thinking about. These are the things that are in motion for our future. I mean, James is like, you always have rose-colored glasses, and as long as you have a fan, you think that you got it all under control. And I'm like, I don't have anything under control, but I mean, I do have a plan, and my rose-colored glasses are always coming up good, so, you know, it's all good. And I really do. I have bright ideas for our future. I mean, James didn't want to do the trailer. It took me 5 years to talk him into this trailer, and then it took him just going out to see one. Just come out and see one with me. It was the crappiest trailer ever. It's $3,000, and it smelled like dog piss. And he was like, "Oh, I could do this. I like the lamp." And it was a single wide. It wasn't double wide, you know. And he was all of a sudden, oh my gosh, you know, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, you know, a roof over our heads. We could do this. And I'm like, yeah, see, this is what I've been trying to talk you into. But it took him actually physically going to see one to be like, oh, this is better than renting. You know, this is going to be better than renting because, you know, we own it. We could take out the wallpaper if we want to and put up different wallpaper. We could take out the panels and put insulation up like behind it. Like in our old house, or in our old apartment, we had no heat for those like 3 years that we lived there. So every winter was absolutely freezing. I called my landlord and she'd be like, it's only 2 months, you can deal with it. And I'm like, it's more than 2 months. Help us out here. I'm like, can you put anything in the walls to make it better? She's like, no, we can't. I'm like, oh boy. And then we left. I mean, they were such great people. They were great landlords. They were awesome. I mean, anything that we needed fixed, they fixed. And the handyman, I'm still in contact with him. I love him. He is awesome. And, you know, he'd come out every single time if we needed anything. He's like, oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there in 2 hours. You know, he was always there. And, you know, he was always awesome. So, just great people. And being our own landlord, being our own master of the house, having our own little mansion, because it is a little mansion. It's our mansion. Every house that we lived in was our mansion, you know, because we lived there. It's our home. We're very proud of it. So, it's just an awesome feeling. And I haven't owned a house in 7 years. It's been 7 years. And I missed owning a house because it's security, you know. So, I mean, this isn't my first go-around with owning a house. It's my third. And, you know, this one's gonna be a good one. And then the next one's gonna be even better. So I'm pretty excited about that. Alright, well that's it for our update. This is what we're doing. We're headed to our play date, and play date's gonna be awesome, and I'm running late. I don't know what time it is, but because we have some electrical problems in the Jeep, so the dials doesn't show up for the time or what channel you're on. So, you know, it's just normal stuff. Alright, well that's it. That's it for our issue segment for our update. This is what we're up to. It's just such a beautiful day too. It's a beautiful day. I'm just so blessed. I'm so blessed to be able to spend every day with my daughter. I'm so blessed to have a man who values that, who values the work that I put in with our child. And you know, we're not oppressed in any way. Going to work doesn't make you oppressed. Staying home doesn't make you oppressed. Having a child doesn't make you oppressed. It's your opinions and your thoughts and your viewpoint on life. I mean, anyone can be oppressed. It doesn't matter if they have $1 million in the bank or if they're like us and have nothing in the bank. Anyone can be oppressed. You know, it's just what you're doing. But you know, we're not oppressed people. We're rich with life. We're not rich with money, but we're rich with life. We have a lot of life in us. And I know that James wants me to stay home a little bit more or whatever, but I can't. You know, I can't just keep my child cooped inside all day, because my child would be unhappy, which would make me unhappy. I don't know. He doesn't really know what it's like to have a child inside all day. I mean, they get bored. They get bored. They crawl the walls. They want to go out. They sit there and they go outside. You know, like, you don't want to have a child inside all day anyway, because what are they really experiencing? What are they gathering? What information are they learning by being inside all day? Like, I understand that we have the programs that we do at night, but I mean, and like, we do, you know, the map in the morning and stuff, and we go over grammar and we go over stuff, but like, how much of that can they do all day, really? I mean, grab yourself a lunchbox, grab yourself some pieces of bread, some peanut butter and jelly, grab yourself some, well, that's really nice. Grab yourself some, you know, some chicken salad sandwiches, something easy, fast, quick that you can take with you. Grab yourself some fruit, some vegetables. Grab your kids and go. Grab some diapers, you know, put them in a fanny pack, put them in a backpack, whatever you're using for your diapers, for your diaper bag, and go out, you know. Take your kid to the library, take your kid to the park, take your kid to an educational center that's free, take your kid to a free museum day, take your kid anywhere. I mean, your kids are gonna love being out, even if it's a struggle in the beginning to get them out that door. Kids love being out. My daughter's face lights up more often than not. I mean, the tuba concert was the first so-so event that we went to that she was just like, I'm not really having this, but then she got to do the Jingle Bells and it was good. Like, but I mean, she just wanted to climb up and down the stairs and I just wanted to carry her, so it was really a miscommunication thing. But like, you know, kids, they need to be out. They need to be exposed to other people. They need room to thrive. They need their own bedrooms. They need, like, they don't have to have their own bedrooms, like, but like, I feel that a child should have its own bedroom. Like, if you have 2 children, they should each have their own bedrooms. They need room to thrive. Like, even when we have our second child, they're going to be sharing a room. And I'm disappointed with that, because children do need their own space. You know, they do. They need room to grow, to find their likes and dislikes, to learn about things, you know, to have their own space, you know? So, well, that's what I'm thinking about, what I'm doing. I'm gonna get off of this now because, well, I've been saying I'm gonna get off of it for a while now. So that's it for my update. Boom, boom, boom.